Here is my retro review for Transformers Age of Extinction. I appreciate everybody who subscribed so far. If you haven't, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell, and you will be notified when new videos go up. Again, I'm moving these from my voiceover channel, my portfolio, to this review channel here on YouTube. It makes a whole lot more sense. I hope you enjoy it. Here are my thoughts for Transformers Age of Extinction. Hello, this is Aaron Fischer with Aaron Fischer's Neverending Voices. I am back once again with a brand new movie review. It's been a while and I've skipped quite a few films this summer, but I felt like this one I really needed to get a review out. I know there are quite a few people who are interested in how this film is going to turn out. So today I'm going to review Transformers Age of Extinction. This is the fourth film in the franchise, and the studio was touting this as a reboot, but it's not. It's still directed by Michael Bay, who helmed the last three films in the series, and it is a direct continuation of the fourth film. It is in the sense that it has an all-new human cast who is headlined by Mark Wahlberg, Stanley Tucci, and Kelsey Grammer. This is great, but it is the only change that was made. Everything else is exactly the same. The good news is you actually care for the human characters that are developed at the beginning of the film. This was not the case with the last three films, and I think people actually wanted some of the main characters dead by the end of the third film. Now here's the good news. It is better than the last two films. It is not better than the first, though. At this point, you just have to expect that we will get a new Transformers film every 2 years, and they will all have serious issues with them. This one is no exception. This film is long, and it feels long. This movie had too much crammed into just one film. One of the main storylines should have never made it into the film. It sets up a fifth film, and it was completely unnecessary to how this film played out. This film opens with a great storyline. I was actually excited, and it looked like we would finally get a smart and serious story. The first hour was great, and then it took a nosedive. While the main story was there, it was on the back burner until its return in the middle of the film and at the end of the film. There was this whole secondary storyline that ran throughout the movie, and if that storyline had been left out, it would have saved more than an hour on the film, and we would have been left with a solid film. I really don't understand how this happens in Hollywood. Somebody should have been able to recognize this with the script, especially since the movie clocks in at almost 3 hours. One thing I was really worried about was the inclusion of the Dinobots in this film. They were clearly touted in all the trailers. I am very happy to say I loved their inclusion into this film. It was really well done and added a lot to the movie. The rest of the film, other than the main storyline, was complete nonsense. I was also worried about Optimus Prime getting his butt kicked again. I am very happy to say he is the true leader this time, and he proves it. For once, he was portrayed correctly and as he should be. Now, I like this film more than 2 or 3, but just barely. It is easily more watchable than either of those films, with the second one being just complete garbage. Now, I've always been a Transformers fan and will continue to see these films as they get released. I went into this one expecting it to be horrible, and it wasn't. It was just really long. Now, in the end, I give it a solid 3 out of 5 stars. Could have been much better. I had high hopes. Like I said, the main storyline that they do at the very beginning of the movie, if they would have run with that, it would have been amazing. But they really dropped the ball and let Bay run away with this film once again. As always, I'd love to hear what other people think of the film, so please feel free to leave comments. Thanks again for listening. This was my review for Transformers Age of Extinction. If you haven't hit that subscribe button, please do so and be notified when new videos go up. I appreciate all the support.